Alright, it's Wednesday, February 19th. I'm just approaching the NRA trailhead here shortly at Hawes. Gonna try Iron Goat again today. It's one I've been thinking about trying and maybe just keep trying it because it's the easiest of the three black trails off the Alpe d'Huez climb, I would say. It's got some challenging part. There's a canyon that has some really, really slippery switchbacks. But it's not overly technical. There are alt lines you can take, AB lines that make it way harder. But you can avoid those if you want to, which I probably will until I get more comfortable with it. So I'm just about to the trailhead and gonna gear up and get out there. Wednesday, February 19th. I'm trying yet another different camera angle. It is 75 degrees, which already seems too hot. But it's going to be 85 next week, so can't win. The last 10 years, it seems like every other year we've hit 100 in March. It always goes back down, but that had only happened a few times in recorded history until like 10-ish years ago. So it sucks. Anyway, trying this camera angle. I've got an extender. I flipped my mount upside down. This Usui, however the hell you say it, GoPro mount is really high up on the chest. And I was having trouble. I was always getting my beard with the full face. I get the bottom of the helmet. It might still be. But when I flipped it and just had no extender, I was getting the bottom of the helmet and none of the bike. So I put a pretty long extender on today. And I think I might be getting too much of the bike. I did a couple different angles. We'll see how it does. I rode the Yeti again today. I don't know, it felt really good doing Red Mountain Rush on it last week. I think I'm just a full 29 guy. But I'm stuck with the mullet on the Santa Cruz. Wife said no more new bikes. And I think even if I sold that, bought something different, she would not be happy with me. So I want to keep her happy. For a while at least. Man, I'm having trouble today. I did pretty good on Alp. I made it up everything except for 2 switchbacks that I put a foot down on. But I think I can a few more times do 100% ride up on it, which is cool. And then got to the top and was taking a picture, and my buddy texted that another good friend passed away. Not super close, but dude I've known for 30 plus years. He was pretty sickly over the last 10 or 15 years, and I don't know, probably not long for this world, but it still sucks anytime anyone passes away that you know or that you think was a good person. So I hope I can refocus here and stay safe on Iron Goat. There's only one way down. Whoa, my bike's off. I'm into it. Think about mountain biking. And the joys it brings. Failures in the wind. And rocks. Another sketchy shit. I saw a lizard on the way up. That's not a great sign. Okay. Whoa! Thought that was it. So I was saying. Saw a lizard on the way up, which isn't a good sign in February. These snakes aren't far behind. Ooh. Okay. That's tough. That switchback with the drop at the top. It's tough. Let's get centered here. This is bikes. We love bikes. Let's not do stupid shit. Let's pay attention. It's a hard trail. I'm trying to find my chi here, so I don't make any stupid mistakes. Ah, shit. Taking my thoughts on the line. Oh, foot down. Let's try that again. Huh. It's definitely easier. You gotta hit it with some speed. So you roll up over this and can be standing. I don't know. Think about just rolling down it real easy. Probably with the foot down. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Fast would be no problem. You'd hit the outside bank of that, and it'd be easy money. I cannot focus. I was already having trouble. Shouldn't have opened my phone to take a picture. Okay, that's no problem. Little baby drops. Some chunk. Some bigger chunk. Big switchback. Oh, that's so slippery. You just lose your back wheel. Okay, I'll get it. Okay, I'm feeling it out more. That side's washed out there. Ooh, it's a little scary. Really working on my squats and get my quads built back up. I have so much trouble with my knee pain standing on the bike. Especially pedaling is almost a no-go. And someone was ripping on me on a TikTok short for breathing heavy on downhill. Somebody defended me saying, you know, I was doing harder stuff, and I was nervous and gets your heart rate up. Plus, I have had collapsed lungs. I have some breathing. Oh, that's not big deal. Issues that I see a pulmonologist for some of them. So yeah, I'm breathing heavy at all times. This stuff is straight down, you know. Gets your heart rate going. When you get up here and stop and look back at that beeline, that's what I just came down. There's a beeline that goes up there from that ridge. It looks like maybe it's more steep and technical. I don't know, they both look pretty steep and sloppy. The other problem I have with breathing is there's just constantly snot in my throat, in my nose, my face, just pouring out of every orifice. I've had sinus surgeries, I've had laser surgeries, I've had my tonsils out to help, and I've had my sinus cavity cauterized because one of those surgeries made my nose bleed all the time. Big switchback. Oh. You have to almost wall ride that. If I went fast and wall rode that, I'm just not one for sessioning. I just like to learn a little each time. I know if this next switchback coming up here, you stay on the outside, puts you right into the turn. It's easier said than done. Oh, look at these bumps. So, let's go up here. Oh my God. It is pure carnage though. Okay, so that would make the turn easier, but not less sketchy. It's so sketch. Okay, so those two switchbacks are super tough. I know all this stuff up here is pretty sketchy and slippery, but doesn't have those gnarly switchback turns. Oh, it's chunky though. It'll pop you all over. Just hope it doesn't pop you off the side. It's tough. Whoa. Especially when you're going slow. Like me everywhere. We're almost at the end of it. We'll start cactus nectar. We made it. It was sloppy, and I skipped the switchbacks mostly. Rode pretty much everything else on the A lines. I think those were my hardest parts, the switchbacks. They're sketchy. They're super steep, super slippery. A couple of them have some major erosion, brake bumps, and just ditches, really, more than anything, holes blown out. But that's Hawes. So I think I did okay. Now I gotta do cactus nectar. Pretty fun though. From that one time I've ridden it as a connector. It's not bad. There's just a couple little tricky rock parts, but nothing major. Some exposure, I guess. Ooh, it's tight. Turn. I think if I do this one a few more times, it'll be pretty easy and fun. Trouble letting off the brakes when I'm learning the trail, even if it's not hard. That's how I've always been. Okay, I think I'm gonna add some extra miles on here just to clear my head a little. I don't know. I'm gonna go down to go through Jumping Jacks Cut and do half a Scorpion, come back up Stinger to the truck. I've only done like 4.5 miles. Whoa! Okay, that almost took me down. Slippery rock. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, holy shit, I can't believe I saved that. Wow, this fucking rock. Wow. That was close. Wow. Holy shit. Popped up. Front wheel popped up off that. Landed on that rock. Threw my wheel out from under me. Foot landed there and I started to slide off. Whew. That would have been a few weeks of riding missed. Maybe I should go back to the truck. Imagine getting all the way down Iron Goat and that's what takes me out. That's mountain biking for you. It's usually the easiest thing. It catches you. I turned around, you know, I was almost to the Stinger Loop and I was gonna go do it, but I was too distracted. And as much as mountain biking can help your mental health,
you don't want to ride distracted. I was, hitting my pedals on rocks and slipping off the trail. It's probably not a good idea to go on something that I'm able to go pretty fast down right now. Look at this old school Chevy Silverado, restored, badass. This reminds me a lot of when I was growing up, trucks that were around 80s. Okay, another day, another dollar. Made it down Iron Goat okay. It was pretty tough, but I think the only part that any parts that I walked were switchbacks. I rode everything else, which is good. It was, it has some definite scary parts. And there's some alternate lines that look super hard. But I'm keeping it on the normal lines right now. And got to the bottom, rode a couple little sections, and was gonna ride some more, but as I mentioned while I was riding, I stopped at the top of Alp to take a picture, and a text came in from my best friend Matt and said that our friend Joey Moreno had died, and that was a real bummer. I was already having trouble focusing on the climb up Alp. I was probably shouldn't have ridden today, but I didn't feel bad until I started riding, and I realized as I was climbing Alp that I just wasn't doing great as far as staying focused and centered. So it made me a little more distracted on Iron Goat, and I was having to stop every once in a while and just kind of tell myself to get centered, etc. And then I was gonna go down and do the Stinger loop, and I got almost to the beginning of that trailhead, and I was just, smashing my pedals on stuff and not paying attention, and that's okay. I'm just staying focused. I'm gonna be thinking a lot about Joey tonight, and get myself back together here. It was a good day either way. Any day out on the trails is a good day, just being out in nature, and I'll feel better tonight knowing that I did it. So anyway, rest in peace, Joey Moreno. We'll definitely miss you.